come straight through the red line.
We've got damage, we've got damage.
Go unit! Stay still!
Derbyshire traffic cops.
It does have warning markers for potential firearms.
Turn over! You're under arrest. Intent to supply class A drug.
Police 1,000 square miles.
It's a crash.
You got any other injury other than your head?
With some of the UK's most dangerous roads.
How nobody's been killed out of this, I don't know.
Do you know how fast you were going?
It's scary when stuff like this happens.
In life and death situations.
Get on the ground, you'll be tased! We've got runners. Face down.
Yes, successful sting.
Around every corner,
Great acting, mate.
there's a new challenge for the traffic cops.
Step out of the vehicle now!
Stay there.
Stop grabbing me like that.
Crash.
Coming up,
Step out of the vehicle! Step out of the vehicle now! Put your hands out.
thieves and burglars caught in the act.
Behind your back. Put your other one behind your back. Whatever you say, I'm not moving them, so you might as well save your breath.
There's a load of diesel drums and tools in the back of the car.
As they target more and more victims.
Settle your arms down. Stop. Listen. You're grabbing like that.
Stop!
You can see him there.
Yeah.
Just look behind the back.
Stealing from our businesses.
You put your heart and soul into it, and yet these sort of people just take the mickey.
And intruders invading our homes.
Where are we going anyway? I want to go out to sleep. What for?
Burglary.
We have had a call from the security company, confirmed the intruders are still on site. The suspect vehicles currently parked around the back of the premises, 2 males seen leaving on foot.
7-9's going to the job at Chesterfield and 6-2's doing the tunnels at the minute. So,
Yep, received.
Traffic cop Andy Swift is on his way to an industrial estate near Chesterfield.
Is this person still on the phone at all? They're still watching these people?
A security guard is monitoring 2 suspects on CCTV.
they've possibly got some bolt croppers. So they pulled the fence as they went underneath it. So the fence panel was off and they'd made entry. Received.
Yeah, received.
Industrial estates are like a honeypot for criminals. Millions of pounds worth of stock in them. In Derbyshire, we've got 3 real major roads, all of which have got industrial estates right next to them, and it's just a quick, easy getaway.
Amber Valley said they were struggling to cover it. I assume they've still not got anyone.
Nobody is allocated as yet. Received.
With no other units nearby, Andy heads to the address.
I can't remember the last time that I went to a commercial burglary where someone was on their own. They're usually at least 2, sometimes 3 or 4. You're always thinking how you're going to deal with them, because I'm on my own. You're hoping that your colleagues are listening out for you.
NA from 47, what vehicle was it I'm looking for?
Yeah, they've just given a black vehicle. That's all I've got.
Let's put this VRM. Actually, there's 2 people with it. Hello. Are you all right? Hello. Lovely. We've had a report that there's 2 males that have been trying to break into a property near here, and this is the vehicle that's been passed. Just want to make sure it's not you 2, that's all. All right.
12.
Not you at all. So I'll get some details on you when you merry way, all right? Is it your car, is it, chap? Sorry, is it your car?
Sorry.
It's your car, is it? Have you got any identification at all? Stay there. Stay there. Can we get units travelling towards me, please? These males locked themselves in the vehicle. I've got the keys.
Yes, sir.
Step out of the vehicle! Step out of the vehicle now! Step out of the vehicle! Step out of the vehicle! Now! Turn to face the vehicle! Turn to face the vehicle! Both of you, round this side, fella! Round here now! Get round here! Got one male running, he's white. I've got one male detained, one male running, going into the facility now. He's got a bright blue hoodie on. He's white male, blue top. Fella, give me your hands now, please. Give me your hands. Turn round and face that vehicle now. Put your hand behind your back, put your other one behind your back, put your other one behind your back.
Hey, I can't get him behind your back like that. You're putting him too tight, mate.
We'll sort it out in a minute, won't we?
You're slacking him off.
Not yet. Got one male detained. Yeah, the male that's running to the unit, he's got black trousers on, trainers. He's got a blue top underneath, it's got a hood on, short hair. Got this male detained in cuffs. Whatever you say, I'm not moving him, so you might as well save your breath. You're going to have to wait there until my colleague arrives, unfortunately.
Can you loosen him up?
No. I'm not taking off and putting my safety at risk with you on your own, or then having to use more force. I don't want that, and you don't want that.
Yeah,
so we're going to stay like we are.
Time.
Are they? Well, they'll be all right for the moment.
No, they're not all right for the moment. You need to slacken them off.
Do I? Please don't tell me I have to do my job. Someone needs to come and join me here.
Run away, Tim.
He's moving.
In a minute, they're going to be here in a minute, we're going to take them off. At the moment, I can't sort it out. My safety and your safety, all right, I'm afraid.
Watch out. Literally by you. Running away.
You go up there, you'll see a fence open there, mate. That's where he's gone into. So, been arrested before?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I thought you might have been.
All
So,
right, why?
Well, I just think you might, because obviously we've had CCTV saying that people in this car are committing crime. That's why. So come and stand with your back to this.
I could have been sat here just fucking doing nothing.
I don't think you were. Because we all make one to run off for no reason, would he?
I don't know.
I don't know. Right, I see. Have you got a driver's licence?
Driving
What's
the
your date of
car.
birth? What's your date of birth?
Why are you so clever?
So
Don't
clever?
need to be clever, do you?
Well, I asked you a
Must be
simple
normal.
question.
Yeah, but you jumping
Because
down
you
the road.
started it when your mate locked the doors and then you tried to drive off.
No,
I
I
watched you.
didn't.
He leant
I didn't
across
have
and
no
locked
keys.
it. No, he didn't, but you didn't realise that because you tried to start it. I watched you.
Didn't.
Yeah, didn't
How
you?
can I start a car with no keys?
Well, because you were that stupid, you didn't realise I'd take you.
Yeah, I don't. You calling me stupid?
Yes.
Now? Yeah.
Not currently outstanding for anything. Was recently arrested for driving while disabled and driving while uninsured.
Thank you. You've obviously got an extremely lengthy history. I believe that you might have had a drink, so you're going to be subject to a roadside breath test. Right. So, you're going to be subject to this, all right? Have you ever done one before?
I'm not.
Stand
Listen.
here.
Here, listen.
Stand here.
Stop putting your hands. I'm
Stand
stood here,
Stand
aren't
against
I?
that car there,
Why
like
do you
that.
keep putting
Stop
your hands on
walking
me?
round.
What am I doing wrong?
You're walking round and you're being detained by me at the moment. Right, okay. Right. Oh, yeah, I'll do it, mate. You're all right.
Why are you doing? Why are you being like that?
Sir, for the purpose of this, how old are you?
Do you know what? I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it?
No.
Okay, all right. So you're now under arrest.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
failed
good.
to provide a sample at the roadside,
Okay.
okay? He's failed to provide a sample of breath at the roadside for analysis because he's probably had a drink. He smells like he has, and there's alcohol in the car. He's got no licence. He's not insured on the vehicle. Not sure if anything's been stolen. It's been locked on suspicion of theft. And I was trying to ascertain if anything has been broken into or been stolen through that fence. So at minimum, it's criminal damage. A bit more to do yet, but not a bad job.
Andy's focus now switches to the runaway suspect.
This place has got like 10-foot fences, all it's not like this, and on the back, double. So I'd be very surprised he's got
If
out
he's
anywhere.
got it,
If he has, it's around the back there, and that's just Smedley Avenue.
It's annoying that I can't split myself in two and go and catch the other person, but I appreciate that's not reasonable, so you just deal with the one that you've got hold of.
Snapped it there.
Good.
He's literally come down this fence line and got to about probably about the third from the end panel. Tools there. Two tools, crowbar and sledgehammer, located in the industrial unit by the palisade fence. Obviously coming to go in here later on. That's why he's left the tools, hasn't he? To go in round this bit here.
These two have come solely with the intention of breaking into this unit and no other unit. They'd still got a sat-nav on their dashboard which showed this as the location. They've come with the required equipment, crowbar and sledgehammers, and they drove all the way from Manchester, knowing that if they come this far, they're not known to any local police, and they've got access to easy escape routes, A38, it's not far to the M1, and once that's it, they're gone.
You don't think he could be on top of one of these units?
Mate, it's quite feasible.
Mate, it's infeasible that he could have jumped up there.
It's feasible.
You
could jump on this.
Break your neck, Alex.
Yeah, it's wet.
Yeah, don't go there, mate. You'd be amazed by where someone will hide. You need to do as much searching as you can. Police dogs are much better than we are, doing a lot quicker.
The dog unit has done a full search of the area. Fortunately, they've not managed to pick up any trace or any scent. So at this time, they're still at large.
Unfortunately, people are extremely inventive about where they can hide. They've got hours and hours to think about it, and they know full well that the police have only got a finite amount of time.
Right.
With no sign of the runner, Andy heads back to base to review the CCTV with his sergeant, Scott Riley.
Obviously knowing you can't deal with one of them, passengers run a midnight flit ante up the road. I've got him on my body cam.
Step out of the vehicle! Step out of the vehicle! Now!
Have you got the CCTV from the place from on here?
So there he gets out, he comes down here. Then he shows him, obviously breaking in here.
Not even waited for it to go dark, have they?
No. Half an hour later it was dark.
See, he's not even walking sprightly, is he?
No. If you'd have had someone else with you, if there'd have been two of you onto that job, you'd have had both of them, but 100%. It's just, well, what can you do? You can't, can you? And he walks, he's on the third to last panel, he's where he's left those tools there.
So is there somewhere around the back they could get in the building then?
There's a security door around the back.
You'd need to know the layout to know where the fire exits are.
And then the passengers come back, I assume to go, we can go now. It's at that moment I've just turned up. I've had a report that there's two males that have been trying to break into a property near here, and this is the vehicle that's been passed. Just want to make sure it's not
Oh, a brilliant shot of them, haven't you? There's no way that it's a coincidence. How would they know where it is? I bet he's an ex-employee or something. How would they, it's not even labelled up, is it? It's very discreet, the signage, isn't it? I'd lay good money on that he'd worked there at some point. It's too much of a coincidence. Very, very good.
Right.
Good.
People who've previously worked for firms or still work for firms have got inside knowledge, and they use that inside knowledge to be able to get into places and get in and out without being disturbed. But ultimately, investigating officers will get him ID'd. He will be caught eventually. Commercial crime, people would say, is victimless. It's a faithless corporation that you're taking money off. Whatever they're stealing, be it tools, clothing, machinery, the cost will be passed on to the consumer. So ultimately, we're all paying for it.
Coming up.
On the floor! Now! Do not move! Face down!
Traffic cops arrest a gang of suspected fuel thieves.
Stinks of diesel.
Stop!
You've got some needles on you. Just stand up for us. Just stand up.
And a female suspect arrested during a crime spree.
If I hadn't intervened, she would have also broken into our house, and then somebody else's, and it would have gone on from there.
There's a burglary in progress near the Clay Cross. Premises.
Yeah, 2-4. Making his way to the area now.
It's a vehicle waiting and 3 males trying to gain access through a fence. It's confirmed by CCTV that the 3 males have actually gained access to the site.
Yeah, received.
5 miles south of Chesterfield, traffic cop Matt Cork is racing to a suspected theft at a distribution centre.
Thieves will target industrial centres at night knowing that there's often nobody present, save for sort of CCTV operators. They might be looking for certain machinery, it might be the product that that factory makes, it might be diesel containers at the back of factories.
Matt heads to where the intruders were last spotted. As he searches, there's movement in the bushes.
Officer with a taser! On the floor! Now! Do not move! Face down! Face down! Turn round! I'm down. On your belly now! On your belly! I'm down. Stay sat down. Any sudden movements, lads, you're going to get tasered. You understand that? I've got 2 detained. Get to me.
With Matt on his own, additional units are called in.
We're en route to a burglary in progress at Clay Cross. 3 males that have jumped over a fence. Corky's got 2 detained.
Traffic cop John Terry is on his way.
Where are you, Corky? Straight on. I'm in that compound, mate. Where are you?
Can't breathe. Right, on your side. Please, mate. Right, stop there. Yeah.
You near the skips, Corky? Corky! Show me your hands, pal. This way, come here.
Yeah,
put it there.
Well, I'm doing it.
That's it. Right, can you stand up for me?
Yeah, man.
Good lad.
Yeah, come on, my face. It's a whole boot, innit?
You got him, Scotty. He stinks of diesel.
These 2 lads both stink of diesel, absolutely stink of fuel. Doesn't take a genius to put 2 and 2 together and suspect that these lads have been involved in the theft of diesel at this industrial estate.
You are detained for the purpose of a search. 2 seconds, because I've got to get through some bits with you.
Chinning me on that, man.
Right, well, stop moving your arms then, simple. You're also under arrest at 0020.
For what?
Suspicion of burglary. You don't have to say anything, but it'll be on your defence. If you don't mention with questions,
Nice one, kid.
later on in court. Before I start, mate, have you got out on you?
No.
Right, okay.
Yeah, my phone.
Yeah.
E-cig, normal crap you have in your
Right,
pocket.
move towards here then, so stick your stuff on top. No shot that's going to hurt me, is he?
Nope. Come on, let's have a puff of it.
No.
You can see it's an ease thing,
I'm
no?
not bothered, mate.
You keep twisting these, mate.
Settle your arms down. You stop. Listen!
You're grabbing like that.
I don't care.
Well, stop!
Stay here, mate.
Stop, mate. Calm down.
Mate, stop grabbing me like that. Stop grabbing me like that.
Right.
Oh!
Right, if you stop struggling.
Get off my wrist, then! Someone just get him off me, I swear down.
Stop struggling.
Wait a minute.
Absolutely.
Stay there, mate. Just wait.
I can help you up. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yeah. You're a big lad, aren't you? Tall.
So on detaining these lads, there's obviously still a fair bit of information missing. Much as they stink of diesel, we could do with finding the tools they've used, any vehicles that have been involved in it.
And we've got all detained. We'll do some checks around here.
Cops can follow us down.
Anything that these people think they can make a couple of quid off without having to put a great deal of effort into themselves, they'll have a way.
After we've apprehended the blokes, we've had some further information that they were seen to come out of the white Ford Cougar, and it's all on CCTV.
With the sighting of a potential getaway vehicle, John and PC Mark Scott look for the car.
The vehicle with lights on the road. Turn your engine off for us, Doc. What are you doing here?
Just waiting for one of my friends.
No one else in the car, is there?
No, it's only me.
What are you doing up here now?
Just waiting for my friends.
Where are they?
Up in Wingfield.
Up in Wingfield?
Yeah.
How are they getting here then?
Driving, I assume.
Alright, somebody's meeting in the car, are they?
Yeah.
See if there's anything in the boot. There's a load of diesel drums and tools in the back of the car.
Oh, that was there. Honestly, I swear on you.
Okay, you're under arrest for going equipped for theft. Upon opening the boot, I've located some plastic containers, smell very strongly of diesel, some piping and some power tools. So she's going equipped effectively, and that's what we assume the lads are up to as well, like they're trying to steal some diesel.
As well as fuel siphoning equipment, the boot is full of empty beer bottles.
Right, we're going to breathalyse you as well. Okay, blow into there, I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, stop. Ah, you're also under arrest for driving whilst over the alcohol limit. Don't have to say anything more about when questions, something to try in court. Anything you say may be given evidence. Your arrest is necessary for a prompt, effective investigation and to prevent you killing people. Can you take this one? I'll follow you down and sort the rest of it out, if that's all right.
Worries, yeah.
She's locked up for going equipped for theft
Yep.
and drink driving this time, by me. NA Tango 30, the female driver is under arrest for drink driving and going equipped for theft. John Toe from traffic. Hi, mate. Yeah, not bad, are you? There's 3 adult males and an adult female coming in for burglary. Okay. They're not far off landing on your door. But the female I've got is a drink driver as well, so if I could bring her in first. What's your surname, please? And your first name? Occupation?
Admin.
Admin.
Theft is one of the most common crimes committed by females.
So, a white Ford Cougar has been reported to be involved in a burglary in progress. In the rear of the vehicle are a number of diesel siphoning equipment. So she's been arrested for going equipped, and she's also provided a positive breath test of 52.
With fuel theft, it's supply and demand. The prices are high at the minute in the UK, and if somebody's offering it you at a bargain of a price, more people now maybe aren't asking questions that they would have done a few years ago, such as where's this come from?
We've been arrested for suspicion of burglary.
In arrest for both?
No, mate.
On those circumstances, I'm happy that the arrest has been necessary, okay? And it is a lawful arrest. Allegations being made against you and you're being interviewed, okay? Number 1.
The suspects will now be held in custody for questioning.
Unfortunately, fuel theft can be done quite quietly. It often goes undetected, meaning that we don't find out about it, or the lorry drivers don't know about it until they wake up and go to start the truck. It has massive knock-on effects. It costs the industry millions. It means that potentially, if it's got a cargo full of frozen food, for example, before you know it, you've got a 44-ton truck full of frozen food that's defrosted and it can't go anywhere.
A black handbag has been taken from one of the burglaries.
Handbag's mine.
Coming up, a prolific burglar on a neighbourhood rampage.
You're making me frustrated! Ah!
I'm 30 seconds away, mate.
And traffic cops race to halt a smash and grab raid.
They've been through everything, and it looks like looking for cash.
Every night there is crime happening somewhere. It's rife, it's absolutely rife at the minute, and it's about being in the right place at the right time.
In Derby, traffic cop Lee Ridley is 6 hours into a night shift.
Oscar Foxtrot 72 receiving NA. Thank you. I'm being asked if you can assist Amber Valley, who had a further call come in stating it may be a break in progress.
Yeah, it's received.
Wherein a white parking coat possibly carrying a bag. That's all we've got. Been in the area before midnight. First burglar came in, I think 11ish. So she's been in this area for the last 3 hours.
Police believe a female suspect is on a burglary spree, allegedly breaking into multiple homes and grabbing money and handbags.
So between 11 o'clock last night, about half an hour ago, we've had 3 house burglaries reported, all 2 or 3 streets apart from each other.
Whilst trying to enter the last property, the suspect has awoken the owners.
We've had what's been described as a white female, either drunk or slurring a word, so under the influence of something, has apologised to the occupants of the address as they've left. Interesting. You're kind of looking at the bigger picture here. Could it be that person that's targeting a property for kind of the smaller items? Are the fundings kind of a drug habit? Is that why they're behaving the way that they are? Likewise, Tango 39 and State 6. We're in the rough area now of where the last burglary was, so just see what we've got. Possible sighting of the offenders of this burglary. Yeah, there she is.
As Lee arrives, a woman matching the suspect's details is detained.
Say 6 with her as well, Tango 39.
Literally, mate, we've come down here. There's a bloke up the road who's literally said, she's just run.
I asked
We
him to
saw
spend my
her.
money, let me go in his
There was a
bonds,
bloke.
hide from my partner, that's
Right.
all. So it's domestic.
Whereabouts is your partner?
I can't say because I'll get him in trouble.
Right.
but
Is
I'm not
he
really-
here now? Is he
Sorry?
round here?
I don't know.
Right.
Listen, leave that anyway.
Foxtrot
Just
7-1.
Why are you putting...
Just calm
See?
yourself down.
See,
Calm
you don't
yourself
even know
down.
me. And you're ragging me in poor.
You're not being ragged around.
You're the one that's trying to walk off.
You just relax. Let's see. How's your bag going over your jacket?
What handbag's been stolen?
Handbag's my handbag.
Oh, listen, just relax.
No, but I'm not going to have it away from my boyfriend who's got to take
A female officer steps in to continue the search.
Just stand up for us. That's it.
Ask him his name, Mr. Terminator here.
I'm just going to give you a quick search. Have you got anything on you that's going to hurt me or you?
No.
No?
Let's have a look. I'll just give you some light. Just relax. Listen, you've got some needles on you, so just to protect us and you, we're going to take this jacket off. So we're going to remove the cuffs because it's the only way we can do the jacket. So we just want you to stay calm, and then we'll need the bag off.
Lean forward. No one's against me. Can you not?
Just relax while I take these cuffs off.
I'll
take that one off first. What I'm going to do, take this jacket off first this side. Just stand up for us. Just stand up.
You've got needles in your pocket. Alright.
Right, let's take this jacket off in your bag.
Are you putting that on for me? You need to tell me.
Against me.
I think that's the handbag that's been nicked.
Yes, there's needles in that. She's saying, I'm looking for my boyfriend. It could be like a well-rehearsed tactic. She has got previous understand for theft offences. Dealing with people under the influence of drink and drugs, you have got to be switched on. They don't like the situation they're in.
With the suspect denying any wrongdoing, officers review a neighbour's CCTV.
This is our patio.
So she's come down the
No,
garden.
that's her, yeah.
So she's trying. This is our patio door, so she's trying that. Can't get in there, so she's gone back. She can't get through the gate. She's trying to push it, and it pulls towards you. This is the side of the house. So she tries the back door. Can't get out the gate because it's locked.
I've locked the gate. That's all right, mate.
So she comes back, and then this is when he comes out the door and frightens her after death.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's 100%.
She's in the wrong garden. She's looking for a boyfriend.
Right.
She asks me for a fag.
Yeah, she's in
Is she?
Yeah. But on that one,
You haven't got,
All of it.
on
you
there,
haven't
you
got a fag, have you?
haven't got a cigarette, have you?
Yeah, 24. NA Tango 39, just to confirm, I've just had a look at the CCTV that's had an attempt break. Confirm it is the female that's been arrested.
I'm not feeling shook up at all. I was just more angry, really. And if I hadn't have intervened when she come down, she would have also broken into our house, and then somebody else's, and it would have gone on from there.
Where's
my coat?
Here.
Yeah. Where are we going anyway? I want to go home and sleep. What for?
Burglary.
Where were the needles? Just in that one.
You're making me frustrated. Oh,
Got a screwdriver in there. Very good. There was the needles just in that side. See that side? There we go. There it is. Yeah, it's just needles in that one. So there was a screwdriver found in a left pocket. Walking around with a screwdriver. She's going to have to give an account for that. She also had on her as well a black handbag, which matched the description of property that's been taken from one of the burglaries.
The whole system works to these.
She certainly needs help and rehabilitation, but then there's also the flip side to that, that it needs suitable punishment as well. So the courts have got to kind of put this into consideration, that if it is a repeat offender, what can they put in place to kind of put a stop to this?
As the suspect is taken into custody, Lee's approached by a neighbour.
Is it the rear window that's been smashed on?
It's the back, on the back patio bit, patio door.
Right, if we come and have a look at rear patio doors.
There's signs of another attempted break-in.
She bashed that.
Yeah.
For some reason, when all that needed to do was be undone. But then she used this boulder here.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
She's come over. She's used that boulder there, because I know that's normally there.
Yeah.
But she's obviously smashed that glass there.
Right. There's a boulder being picked up from the garden. You can see it's been used at least twice to try and put the window through. Not successfully, but it's a pretty determined attempt to try and get into the property. It's going to make a hefty noise at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's almost like no fear of being potentially caught or disturbed. Just having a look a bit further, see, it looks like we've got some jimmy marks here, which has been used with a tool, which could be consistent with a screwdriver or similar. And we've had the female being found with a screwdriver in a pocket, so that'll certainly be looked at by CSI, but it's a definite attempt to try and get into that property. House burglaries, it's kind of the lowest of the low. It's a massive invasion of privacy for people, and the knock-on effects that burglaries can have is it's your own home, isn't it? And you've been disturbed by an offender in your house. You don't know what their intentions are, you don't know who they are, whether they're armed or not. And luckily tonight we've managed to get that suspect detained very quickly.
Coming up.
You can see him there. See that hanging from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ceiling?
they
That's
pulled
where
that
that
down.
camera was, and they've smashed that down there.
On the hunt for burglars preying on businesses.
Last time they were after product. They've been through everything. It looks like looking for cash. Hopefully one day we'll catch these people. We can't afford to keep footing the bill.
.57 break in progress.
The average burglary takes less than 10 minutes.
They've entered through the back of the premises. She can't see how many there are, but she can see the torches now at the front.
For traffic cop Chris Wells-Jackson, it's a race against time.
So we've had reports of a break-in progress at a commercial premises not too far from here. Looks like there's potentially a couple of offenders on site with torches. So we've got a few units going towards them. The breaks we attend tend to be a very quick entry. It'll be a case of use a power tool or a crowbar to open a door. It can be something that prizes a shutter door up and open in the space of 5 or 10 seconds. It's not just one burglary or two burglaries. Sometimes we're seeing 8, 9 burglaries in a night. I'm 30 seconds away, mate.
95% of burglaries and robberies remain unsolved. Chris arrives within minutes of the 999 call being made. But the burglars are gone.
Right. Has anyone actually been in?
Yeah, they've been in. The only thing I've touched is the door handle to get in.
Okay.
We've gone through the back.
Yeah.
That was open. You haven't got much of a better security door than that, and they're still getting. It's unreal.
Just to give you an update, owners are here and the offenders have left. They have been in to confirm break. They've entered through the rear door. The rest of the property's got bars across the front. Unfortunately, the lady's been broken into before, so she's obviously took the security measures a little bit further. But this time they've gone for the back, managed to force entry, just establishing if anything's been taken. A lot of criminals now can do a job in the space of a couple of minutes. By the time we get that phone call and respond to the area, the thieves are long gone.
Gone through there, they've gone through there, and they've gone through there. Obviously gone upstairs, the door's open. Nothing's been trashed up there, so it doesn't look like they've kind of ransacked anything. Last time they were after product. They've been through everything, and it looks like they're looking for cash. Because if your computer's in that drawer, they've opened that drawer, they're not taking it.
Yeah.
But there's no cash ever left on here apart from my float.
They don't know that though, do they? Got access to the footage that we can watch back.
I see him with the Sorry.
It's all right.
We've got cameras.
This was literally 22:31. You can see him there.
Yeah.
Just look behind the back. They've literally got to there. That camera. Knock that camera off. See that hanging from the ceiling? That's where that camera was, and they've smashed that down there.
In an ideal world, we'd like to get access to him now, obviously, because at least we can try and identify a vehicle then. Obviously,
Right,
I know
okay.
that's going to be difficult at this time.
I'm trying to get hold of the site manager.
It's very similar to a job I had yesterday.
Right. If we can get that camera off the front gate to ID a vehicle, then.
Yeah, will do.
The CCTV that's on site covers the entrance, might give us an offending vehicle, and obviously if it does, then we'll do some research on that and see if we can get it picked up. But no doubt they'll be onto another industrial estate and committing a burglary elsewhere, knowing that all the resources have probably come to this one. They've literally walked in, ripped the camera off the wall, opened 3 or 4 cupboards, gone.
Well, as we were travelling, she was saying we could see him in there.
Yeah, but obviously there's that 2-minute delay, isn't there, every time, and then I bet literally as we've turned corner, I bet something's just gone. Unfortunately, a lot of burglaries at the moment, commercial and residential, do go unsolved because the criminals are very forensically aware. They know that most people have got CCTV, so they cover their faces, they're wearing gloves, and ultimately they know that they need to be in and out in 2 minutes and that we can't respond that fast all the time.
So it's almost like they've gone through there with a crowbar, and that's where they've forced it out. Business started because, you know, my partner and I both got made redundant at the same time and started on Chesterfield Market and grew it from there 13 years ago. Retail's a really tough business at the moment, and you work 24/7 and you put your heart and soul into it, and yet these sort of people just take the mickey, and it's frustrating because we've got to pay for it, we've got to sort it all out, we've got to get ready again to open on Monday, and yet the back door's been absolutely trashed, and it's just a real frustration. They're picking on small businesses for a quick and easy bit of money. If they want to get in, they'll get in, and no matter what security you've got, they're gonna try. And hopefully one day we'll catch these people and they'll get justice. Because we can't afford to keep footing the bill.
For me, burglars are the worst types of criminal. They've got absolutely no consideration whatsoever of the impact that they are having on somebody else's life. When you turn up at a job and you see that the victim is so upset because they're going to suffer financially because of this, it's really difficult to see. That keeps me motivated into wanting to catch these criminals, and I keep going out every night and making sure I do everything I can to do that.
Over 250,000 burglaries were reported across the UK in the last 12 months.
Burglaries are definitely on the rise. Certainly I think the cost of living crisis is one of the reasons why. You've got people getting put into very difficult financial situations. To break into people's houses is a sign of desperation.
I've never in the 10 years I've been in the police seen burglaries so high. It's a battle that we're constantly fighting. The best we can do is keep going, and hopefully eventually we'll get on top of it.
At times it seems like the odds are stacked against us. I joined this job to catch bad guys, to catch bad people, and for me, burglars at the top of that list.
In this episode,
Step out of the vehicle now! Step out of the vehicle! Put your hand behind your back.
the man arrested by Andy Swift on the industrial estate near Chesterfield pleaded guilty to failing to provide an alcohol sample and driving uninsured and unlicensed. He received a 12-week suspended sentence and a 50-month driving ban. No action was taken against him for theft. Police are still making inquiries into the identity of the runaway suspect.
I'd lay good money on that he'd worked there at some point. It's too much of a coincidence.
Show me your hands, pal. He stinks of diesel.
The males arrested on suspicion of fuel theft
Get off my wrist, then!
were all released without action due to insufficient evidence.
Okay, blow and Sarah, I'll tell you when to stop.
The female arrested by John Terry was convicted of being drunk in charge of a vehicle. She was fined £237, received 10 points on her licence, but was not disqualified due to the police being unable to prove she was driving.
Do we know what handbag was stolen?
Handbag's mine.
The female suspect arrested after a burglary spree in Derby was connected to a total of 11 burglaries during that night.
Where are we going anywhere? What for?
Burglary.
She's been remanded in custody and due to appear at court.
You can see him there.
Yeah.
Just look behind the back.
And so far, the police have been unable to make any arrests in connection with the burglary at the pram shop near Chesterfield. Although the case is still under investigation as the police make further inquiries.
Hopefully one day we'll catch these people and they'll get justice.
And there's more from the traffic cops next Monday at 8. Midweek, a melting pot of inmates, many getting younger. Many caught up in gangs. HMP Belmarsh, evil behind bars, new Wednesday at 9. Next, the story of Hugh Hefner, his success and excess, told by those splashed across Playboy, the centrefolds that changed the world, in just a moment.
Damage.
Don't do that! Stay still!
Derbyshire traffic cops.
It does have warning markers for potential firearms.
Turn over! You're under arrest. Intent to supply Class A drug.
Police 1,000 square miles.
It's a crash.
You got any other injury other than your head?
With some of the UK's most dangerous roads.
How nobody's been killed out of this, I don't know.
Do you know how fast you were going?
It's scary when stuff like this happens.
In life and death situations.
Get on the ground, you'll be tasered!
We've got runners.
Face down!
Yes, successful sting.
Around every corner.
Great acting, mate.
There's a new challenge for the traffic cops.
Step out of the vehicle now!
Stay there.
Stop grabbing me like that.
Coming up.
Damage.
Unlicensed drivers. On the run.
Stop there now!
Banned from the roads.
This is the second time, so this is not going to go down well, is it? Not really.
And speeding in the fast lane.
So I've just clocked him. He's doing 126 miles an hour.
Leads to a medical emergency.
Okay, mate, I'm just leaving Riskley.
Near the start of a night shift, traffic cop Matt Cooling is heading out on patrol.
Oh, God, I've been doing this thing for a long time.
Matt's policed Derbyshire's roads for over 5 years.
Night shifts for me is the time to go out, and sort of hunt and catch criminals. I do enjoy catching people that, are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. A vehicle's past me, I just don't like the look of it.
Mate, Tango 29, I've just had a dock sit on a vehicle. You just running me through, please?
You do get a sixth sense of when something's not right. The copper's nose, that instinct of something's not right.
Has he got a driving licence? Have you got details to do a DL check?
Yeah, we do know the suspect who is driving this vehicle. It's showing us no insurance.
Yeah, that's great, thank you. I'm going to go for a compliance stop. But if it fails to stop, which I think it might do, you got a spare card?
Promenade, Oscar Tango Mobile units. Have I got any units free, please?
Fail to stop. It's a Silver Saab estate. Advanced driver, suit, T-pack, high performance, fully marked. Road conditions are dry, weather's dry, no other traffic or pedestrians. Authorities to continue, please.
Based on everything you've told me so far, pursuit is authorised.
Speed is in excess of 60. Single, white male occupant, no other descriptions. And he's the wrong side of a keep left bollard as we overtake a member of the public.
It doesn't matter the fact that it's late at night. All it takes is a mistake or an error of judgment, and the driver's going to crash. Of course, the consequences could be massive.
He's got sparks now off his front offside wheel, so I don't know if he's got a puncture or something. He's offside on double white lines. Now back to the correct side. It looks like he may have issues with his front wheels.
It's a massive balancing act, you know, when we're pursuing vehicles, and you have got to weigh up the dangers that are present and what potentially might happen ahead of us, you know. But that, you know, these people don't care.
Speed is 70 and a 30. Yeah, it's the wrong side of a keep left bollard at the roundabout. It's overtaking more members of the public. Now back to the correct side. I think he's got no brake pads on his front. Every time he brakes, I'm seeing sparks. Yeah, coming up to a set of traffic lights. DRA's high. Right, through on red. Stand by. Yeah, we've got through. Member of public's had to stop. Possible decamp into an housing estate. Light traffic. There are members of the public.
Reaching a dead end, the suspect makes a run for it. Matt and other officers give chase.
Stop! Where's he gone? He's there! Stand there now! Get out! At your back. You do the honest, mate. All yours, Crawley, mate. Right, you're under arrest. Failing to stop for police. Dangerous driving. You don't have to say anything, but it may on your defence. If you don't mention when questioning something,
can you just
which you'll later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
I do struggle, you know, to understand why people just don't stop. You know, ultimately they've got to get away completely scot-free, and the chances of that, you know, are slim to none. The consequences of, you know, not stopping and then driving dangerously far exceed what would have happened. You know, the driver just pulled up and stopped, you know, straight away. So, you know, the potential now is that, you know, they're facing imprisonment.
At court, the man received 4 months in prison and a 2-year driving ban.
Long time on this.
15 months later.
I need a vehicle check, please. That's Catania 37.
Traffic cop Jim Payne is behind a suspicious car.
Audi A3 Sport in black. Insurance not held. No reports present.
Anybody around in case this does one?
The man behind the wheel of the Audi is the disqualified driver pursued by Matt Cooling.
We tend to work more as a team so that when we do come across a car that we think's got the potential to fail to stop, we've got resources there to safely deal with it.
Yes.
Just stop at 29, Jim, coming up.
I'll just keep following it while Everett's just driving like it is. Driving very cautiously at the minute. He's obviously very conscious that we're behind.
The end game is to get them stopped without them causing risk to other people or the members of the public or the motorists.
You want me front or you go in front of the mark?
You can go in front.
Okay, mate, I'll wait till we just pass the central red.
With another unit behind, the officers attempt to stop.
Yeah, we're going. You got a vehicle failing to stop.
Go again, 37.
There's no other traffic, DRA low currently. Yeah, from 37. It's a left. Have we got local units, please, with Stinger?
Traffic. Jim, where are you towards?
Oh, yeah, you can see it was authorised. Continue with DRA.
Just gone through a stop line without stopping.
As you're driving, doing the commentary, you know, you've got a lot of things going around in your head, but you've still got to try and get it clear in your head. Who's going where?
It's coming up to the roundabouts. I think that's where you are, is it, Stu?
Yes, yes. Stingers out, stingers out. Vehicle stung.
Yeah, it's took a right after being stung. Speed is 60. I don't know if he's looking for somewhere to decamp it. Like he's struggling to make the turns now. I think his front offside's gone. Struggling to control the vehicle. He's up on the pavement. Can't see it lasting much longer. It's scraping away now on the rim. He's got both tyres are gone. Yeah, both tyres are completely gone, both front tyres.
Coming up.
Oh, there we go. There's another tyre.
The pursuit continues.
Let's see if we can box in front of you. I'll go to the left.
But the driver's not giving up.
Oh, we've got damage.
And a speeding car on the motorway.
The reason I've stopped you is because I've clocked you doing 125 miles an hour.
Raises suspicions.
So how do I know you are who you say you are?
I'm not lying to you, there's no point to lying.
I think just let it run for the time being.
On the outskirts of Chesterfield,
He's got to look for a decamp.
traffic cop Jim Payne is pursuing a disqualified driver.
Yeah, if he goes for a decal, I'll just try blocking him in. What's the point?
After serving a 4-month prison sentence for leading traffic cop Matt Cooling on a dangerous 30-minute pursuit.
Every time he brakes, I'm seeing sparks.
15 months later, the same man is once again desperately trying to get away from officers.
He's lost both front tyres. Every turn he's struggling to make, obviously, being on the rims. Oh, there we go.
2, 3, 1.
There's another tyre. Can't be long now before he just doesn't make a corner. Yeah, he's straight through red lights towards town.
With several units in pursuit behind Jim, the team prepare to bring the Audi to a stop.
Let's see if we can box in front of you. I'll go to the left. Straight through, I'll go to the front.
Oh, we've got damage, we've got damage. He's got his hands up.
Minor damage to police car.
Can't get him, it's this car. Grab your food.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. I'd search you, mate. He's waiting.
Yeah, been arrested, mate. Failing to stop, dangerous driving. You don't have to say anything, but it may only defence. You don't mention when questioned. Something which later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. We'll shoot off to custody and we can book him in.
In the last year, there have been nearly 45,000 convictions for unlicensed and disqualified driving.
It's disappointing. Ultimately, we've got obviously a police vehicle damaged. He's just increased his speed, so it's left us with no option really. He showed with his manner of driving he wasn't going to stop. He's got no intention of stopping, and obviously now we're in a town centre where to put it to a stop so that obviously no one got hurt. We found a small quantity of appears to be cannabis with a female. It's in her bag, so he might be under the influence as well of drugs. So we'll obviously do some further checks once we get back to custody in relation to that. You know, if there had been other stuff on the road, then it potentially would have been a lot worse. Maybe the reason why he's just not stopped is just because he's banned. You know, at the end of the day, if he'd have just pulled over and stopped, he'd have probably just got reported at the roadside, had his vehicle seized, and that would have been the end of it. Obviously, with what he's done now, he's possibly looking at a custodial sentence.
What that is, I've been on the
What was he in prison for last month?
No licence, no insurance. He was placed in prison for 4 months, disqualified for 26 months, and until test pass.
Lovely.
At custody, traffic cop Alex Head is charging the driver.
So just to sum up, we've got driving a vehicle dangerously, driving a vehicle whilst disqualified, driving a vehicle when there's no third-party insurance, failing to stop for officers, and also failing to provide in custody when required to do so. Do you understand all those charges? Okay.
Because of his prior convictions, the man is straight off to court.
So the suspect has now been charged. He'll be put before the court this morning. Because of his driving history, he'll most likely get a custodial sentence. The fact he's been involved in a fail to stop, it's aggravated by the fact he's been involved in dangerous driving. That's aggravating the fact he's driving whilst disqualified. So that will increase his likelihood of getting a sentence.
"10 miles south of Chesterfield, Alex is now halfway through his 12-hour night shift.
So I'm just parked up the M1 on the entry slip, looking for speeders.
Moments later, a car speeds past.
Now it's a case of trying to catch up with him.
So the car I've just seen driving past a silly speed, I managed to get behind it now. It's a white BMW. So I've just clocked him. He's doing 126 miles an hour. So, yeah, it's a stupid speed and he needs speaking to.
Even little potholes or little bumps in the road surface can unbalance the car. And if you're not used to dealing with that, you're crashing at that speed, you're talking about a fatality straight away.
N8 Tango 43. Just come across the vehicle, M1 North. Can I just pass you the details, please? Vehicle is a white BMW. Tell me who the vehicle comes back to, please. Tell me who the vehicle's insured to.
Yeah, stand by, I'll just check. Yeah, comes back. No insurance held.
Yeah, N8, that's received. You should be aware of my presence now. I'm going to put a follow me board off on here and look for a compliant stop at this time.
So I've got my follow me board on and I pull him into the services.
Right then, sir, if you wouldn't mind turning your engine off for me. Yes. Do you have your driving licence on you?
Unfortunately, no.
Right, okay.
I can give you a name if you need.
The reason I've stopped you is because I've clocked you doing 125 miles an hour. That's how fast you were going, all right? This vehicle's also showing us having no insurance.
I am car trader.
You're a car
Yes,
trader?
yeah.
Right, okay. Do you have a policy?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you could show me your policy.
Yes.
Okay. What's in the back, if you don't mind me? Can I have a look?
Yeah, of course. It's like some stuff. He like buy and sell cars.
Oh. Tango CF4 receiving 43.
With his suspicions raised,
Go ahead.
Alex calls traffic cop Dan Mitchell for backup.
This car is just full with boxes of electronic goods, like rammed to the rafters.
Okay, right here.
So all these things,
Yeah.
where are they from then?
2 or 3 people which have put on the Facebook Market playlist.
Whereabouts are you, Alex? Hey there. Oh, that is full. That's very full.
Thing is, gents, you can obviously understand it looks a bit strange when we've got lots of packages of stuff. There's parcels here which have also addressed to other people. How long have you had this trade plate?
Oh, just like 2 weeks.
Car trader and car boot trader.
Yeah, you know we do everything, you know.
Like Del Boy and Rodney. But why are you driving a car that you haven't got a licence for?
Because he's very tired.
Well, just stop.
Huh?
Just stop,
to
bud.
not making some accident. Like,
Just stop. So, The worst thing you can do is allow someone else that hasn't even got a license to drive a car.
I got the license, but you know the plan was, you know, from home. Like,
Where's your license?
Home.
But you can't find his driving license.
Nope, he's got doesn't even have a picture of it. I don't think he's even got a license. Yeah, so he's not got a license.
Very tired.
You know, I know you say you're very, very tired, but unfortunately, you're about to become a little bit more tired because at this time we're going to be seizing your car under 165, the Road Traffic Act.
The onus is on you guys to provide us with the proof that you've got driving licenses, insurance, and all that sort of stuff. You can't do that. Listen, you can't do that here. So I'm not going to stand here arguing all night because we've got other things to do. So the vehicle's going to get seized, and you'll get reported for the offence of.
If you're allowing someone to drive your car when they don't have a licence and they don't have insurance, you're guilty of letting that person drive. Okay?
I have trader policy. I let to driving the car 45 minutes. I let to drive till to going on the service.
Right.
Only on the service.
So what's this then?
Yeah, policy.
Policy.
Trader policy.
So there's two people named on this in policy, okay, which is you and your wife. Okay, he's not even mentioned. It doesn't even say, this policy doesn't even say that anybody else can drive this vehicle.
So unless you've stated on your policy that you want cover for anyone to drive the car, then it doesn't cover everyone.
Maybe it's not saying on that, but
If it doesn't say on that, then it's not going to work, is it?
You know,
you can't just ring up and go, oh, actually, can you just change your policy to anyone to drive quickly because I've been stopped by police?
I have with him here to test it the car. 10 minutes.
No.
Have a 10 minutes.
No.
Only I let you 10
No.
minutes.
Okay, right.
So in that 10 minutes, if he'd have ploughed into the back of someone else and killed someone, whose fault's that? Yours?
Mine.
Because you were tired?
Mine.
Or his fault because he's got behind the wheel?
No, mine.
So is you forcing him to drive the car?
Mine.
So you can have a ticket as well then?
Proof for that.
You're not covered. So
Yeah, I'm not covered on that, but if it's next to me.
No.
No, it doesn't work like that. Doesn't
Right,
work
we're
like
going round in circles, okay? You're not insured, you shouldn't have been driving, you're driving too fast, you don't have a licence. End of. Okay? So my concern right now is finding out who you are, okay? Because you've given me some details, right? You've given me details which don't come back to anyone. If you cannot prove to me who you say you are, I've got no other choice but to arrest you. So start thinking right now about what you can send to me, which has got your name on it and your address.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. So have you not have letters or anything like that?
No.
Or emails with your address on
No,
it?
I'm not even to college, mate. That's the thing.
Have you got a bank account?
No, I'm not lying to you. There's no point to lying.
What's in your satchel? Your purse? Okay, what's this?
Knife.
A knife. Why have we got a knife on ourselves?
Because sometimes you need.
Sometimes we need, do we?
Okay. Even that box.
Right.
See how I can open that box. Should I take?
Front, no, just leave it there.
Yeah.
If you just wanted to step back for us. No, leave that alone. Step back. Just step back. Right, because of the fact I don't know who you are, okay, and I don't trust the fact that you're just giving me your details and you've got nothing on you, okay. You're going to be arrested for driving without a licence, driving without insurance, and driving in excess of the 70-mile-an-hour speed limit, okay? So you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later lie in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Further under arrest on suspicion of being in possession of a bladed article. And so what's going to happen is, me and you are going to travel down to Ripley Police Station right now. We're going to get your fingerprints taken, okay? We're going to take your details, and you're going to get charged to court, okay? That's the only way I can be certain that you are who you say you are, and that you're going to be there for those offences. Okay? So pop your seatbelt on for us. I'm going to be putting some handcuffs on you.
But just if you can be, look, I be nice with you. Please tell me. I'm gonna look. Yeah,
Right,
I'm
listen.
gonna give you my real details. I promise you. Yeah.
Your real details?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm just.
He says he's going to give me his real details now. Oh, is he? Oh, he's also got a knife on him. We're going to be there in 20 minutes. All right. Take care.
Coming up,
My heart is very, very hard. Hold me hard. Hold me hard. Hold me hard.
a medical emergency,
That.
and a shocking confession.
Like I'm just 16.
You're 16?
Yes.
Means a night in the cells.
How much money is here?
2,200, I think.
At the motorway services on the M1, traffic cops Alex Head and Dan Mitchell have a young man suspected of speeding and driving without a license or insurance under arrest.
I have with him here to test the car. 10 minutes.
No.
Have a 10 minutes.
No.
No, leave that alone.
His father insists his son is innocent.
Just step back. So what's going to happen is me and you are going to travel down to Ripley Police Station right now. We're going to be there in 20 minutes. All right, take care.
That's a great acting, mate. Do you want to get up now? Because you've thrown everything else on the floor apart from your phone. 18 years in the job. Nothing really amazes me anymore about the lengths people will go to try and get out of a situation, to try and make us believe that what they're doing is the right thing and what we're doing is wrong. Come and sit down in the car.
Well, I have choose the hard attack. Not I have
It's
yeah,
that
What?
was pathetic.
Pathetic?
Yeah.
What is pathetic?
That play act. Come and sit down then.
My heart is very, very hard. Call me hard. I'm shaking. I show you message. I have 2 heart attack.
Yeah.
You want to show you message? I have appointment on 20. I have appointment.
I'll tell you now. Shall I tell you something? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
Yeah.
All right. If you was having a heart attack, you'd be sweating profusely, and you're not.
Is that really your dad?
Yeah.
He's very bad at acting.
While Dan continues dealing with the father, Alex takes his son to custody for an identity check.
He said he got a heart problem.
Yeah, he do have a 2 heart attack.
He managed to hold on to his phone and not break his phone very, very well.
I had a 2 heart attack myself.
Well, if you sit down,
maybe,
take the weight
maybe
off
I
your
am
feet.
your father, understand me?
Yeah.
Maybe making
Sit down
your
then.
father same.
that's fine.
Same
But
this,
don't,
yeah?
number one,
Understand me?
listen.
Yeah, I give you all my documents, yeah?
Listen.
All my name,
Listen.
everything I give you.
But your
You
son-
don't believe me.
but
You
your
tell
son-
me.
your son's lied. Your son's lied, but you didn't say anything. You've lied with him. So why should I believe anything that comes out of your mouth now?
And then that little,
thing there was absolutely
ridiculous.
ridiculous. You might well have had a couple of heart attacks in the past, but don't lie about it. And then you wanted me to ring up the ambulance for you not doing anything.
So you wanted me to waste more money? Not I am lying. Not I am lying.
You weren't having you weren't having a heart attack there, was you?
Yeah.
No, you wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, you've made a miraculous recovery.
Wow, miraculous recovery.
Miraculous.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry because I've been stupid and just lying to you, you know.
Yeah, I've been a little bit silly.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry.
But
because you see, first time I tried to.
so why? Right. Okay. So why are we lying? What's the reason for it?
Like I'm just 16.
You're 16.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. No worries. We'll have to get an appropriate adult.
I'm sorry because I lied to you.
You robbed me.
We've seized your stuff. There's a difference.
With the young driver in further trouble, the car and its goods are also impounded, but the father is free to leave.
I have on the car 10,000.
10,000 what?
10,000 pounds. I have on the car 10,000 pounds. This co-op robbed me now. You'll bring the money, I'll put the money on the pocket.
I'm not going to steal. Why would I want to steal anything that belongs to you? Whatever you're saying is hysterical.
Yeah.
Right, you can go now. Bye-bye. Ta-da. I'm bored. Right, let's get out of here.
Not shoot it, receiver.
Go ahead. Everyone's got their own sort of levels of tolerance. I'm quite happy to to spin my tolerance levels out. Bye-bye. For as long as needs be, really.
He's doing well for a heart attack, isn't he?
Especially when it gets a little bit sort of comical, shall we say.
Right then. Yeah, this way.
At custody,
He's okay. Have you got the wand?
the underage driver requires adult supervision. Cash is found that he says belongs to his father.
How much money is here?
2,200, I think.
2,200?
Yes.
I know if I was 16, my dad wouldn't trust me with £2,500. It seems a bit strange that he's given you £2,500 when he's a grown adult, okay, and he's able to look after this money himself, but he gives you and then lets you put it in your little man bag.
The thing is, I have a bag and it's more safety than a pocket because on that just can. You get me?
The discovery of the cash raises more suspicions. And while the teenager is taken to the cells, his father's also been detained.
So his dad, who was left at the services, he's been now arrested for possession of criminal property and money laundering, and so now he's been brought down here. He made a big thing about his heart, that he's had a heart attack, but the drugs that he says he desperately needs, he hasn't been prescribed for nearly a year now. So there's a lot of play acting going off, and I'm not quite sure why that is. Whether he thinks he'll get us out of custody, I don't know.
Both the father and son will be held overnight while the police continue their investigation into the cash and goods in the car.
Dad's got 3 phones and multiple bank cards. We'll seize all of them, find out what information they've got on them. Right, onwards and upwards.
2.5 hours later.
Crikey, that's a nice car.
Traffic cop Martin Carter inspects the recovered car.
Jeezy peeps, man. There's so much stuff. I've never personally dealt with property on this scale. If we suspect all this is stolen, it's a huge amount of property for us to be dealing with, because there's power tools, there's drones, there's vehicle electrical goods, there's all sorts. It's all brand new stuff as well, it's not second-hand gear. So, and for it to be wedged in the back of a car like this is just unusual if it's legitimate. So now all that's going to have to be booked into property, and it's up to us to try and identify where it's come from and return it to its rightful owner if it is stolen.
At Ripley Station, after a night in the cells, it's question time for father and son.
Hello, how's your English? All right. Okay. Do you want to jump in room 4, and then we won't get it pinched? Regardless of what he says in the interview, we know he's not got a licence, we know he's not got any insurance, and he's only 16 years old. And he was caught travelling at 126 miles an hour on the motorway. So dad and son will both be interviewed, and we'll see what they've got to say for themselves. So, in your own words, can you tell me what happened?
My dad had some problem, like he was saying he can no breathe and stuff like that because he got like a heart problem, and I was a bit scared, and because of his like health, and I was trying to get like quite quick to welcome break as soon as possible, like to at least, you know, to get some fresh air and his tablets in case if he was needed to bring an ambulance.
Hello, sir. Okay.
The son claims he was driving as the dad was having a medical emergency.
If you sit in that seat for me.
Despite not mentioning this before the arrest, with the aid of a translator, the father's account matches.
Respectfully, a doctor's appointment on the 20th is not a medical emergency. If you felt that unwell that you couldn't drive, maybe you should have pulled over, stopped and called an ambulance, as opposed to allowing a 16-year-old male to drive well in excess of the speed limit. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
While the police continue their investigation, both men are free to go.
Phones have been seized, yeah, so they need looking at and downloading, which is why we've not got them at the minute. You will get it back, just not today. Because what we don't want to happen is to you to go on and delete stuff. So that's why we interrogate it, if that makes sense. The cash has been seized. He is likely to get it back, but it won't be today. The only thing he needs to do is sort out getting the car back, which is all explained on this document here. These is very important for getting his car back. So if he wants to get his car back, do not get rid of this.
When I recover my car, will I get all the stuff in it back? As in all the...
At the minute it's upstairs, but I think the plan is to take that stuff back to the car.
Coming up,
I believe he's disqualified till tests pass.
an officer's instincts.
You got a licence? No. No. You're disqualified, aren't you? Yeah.
Uncover yet another unlicensed driver.
But it's not going to go down well when I go back to court, is it?
No. Stop driving then.
And a routine stop escalates.
They don't actually.
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of them are in child seats, are they? So I'm going to have a wild guess that this is going to turn out to be a stolen car. What's this one then? Let's just it up.
In the centre of Chesterfield, traffic cop Jim Payne is looking out for illegal drivers.
And a vehicle Oscar Tango 37.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I've got that yellow Focus. It's a male that's driving it, female front seat passenger. I believe he's disqualified till test passed. If there is talk that there's some possibility of failing to stop directly behind it.
Yeah, I'm just going to put these details on the log, just stand by.
It's a right indication. He's going to give himself up because his girlfriend's with him. Let's see what he's going to do. Just stop it. Hello. All right. You got a licence?
No.
No. You're disqualified, aren't you? Yeah. All right. Come on, sit your car. We'll try and sort it out here with you. All right. Let's jump in there, then we'll get it sorted with you. From.
Oscar Tango 37 in the update.
Yeah, we've got this vehicle stopped. There's no issues. The male has identified himself as being the disqual, so we're just going to deal with it at the roadside.
Jim, you still want me?
I've got kids in car, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I can't even see kids.
No, I can't,
Right.
do you know what I mean? I'm not...
No, well, that's it. You made it easy.
It is what it is, do you know what I mean? I can't do all about it now.
So you don't have to say anything, but in my own defence, if you're not mentioned now, something which you later rely on in court. How many kids you got in car then?
3. We're just on his way to fair now, at Asland. So do you know how you just did it come up that it's insured to a lady then?
Yeah.
Is that
insured to a female.
Right.
And obviously I looked across and could see female passenger seat because window were down, I think.
Yeah.
And you were in driver's seat. So you're disqualified for quite a while then, aren't you? Looking at this.
I got 3 years originally.
So yeah, you're disqualified until 25th of May 25.
Yeah, it's not going to go down well when I go back to court, is it?
No. Stop driving then, because you're going to have to wait till your band's finished. And then you need to be passing a test, don't you? You've never even passed a test.
This is the second time I've been banned this.
Right.
So this is not going to go down well, is it? This?
Not really. Okay, because I'm happy with who you are and there's no appear to be any aggravating factors. Not going to be arresting you. You'll just be dealt with by a process.
I appreciate
You're just going to get processed, aren't you, for driving whilst disqualified, and that'll be it. And there's no aggravating factors.
My children will be very happy that we maybe still be able to go to the fair. Whether I'll have face on or not, that's a different story, isn't it? But...
Thought it was an ST, the colour it was.
No, it's...
Is it just that, Titanium X?
Yeah, it's got body kit on it.
Hello. I've just been checking you, because ultimately you're insured on this, aren't you? Yeah. Well, what's up? Well, it's because he's banned, isn't it?
Why the fault?
Because he's driving it, and he shouldn't be driving it.
Can you not park things? They don't actually.
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of them are in seats, are they?
Yeah, they don't need seats.
They do, don't they? It's not tall enough.
You what, sorry?
It's not going to be tall enough, your middle one.
She is.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
How well do you know the law? Because you're being driven by your partner who's banned from driving, aren't you? And now you've got seats. Well, I'm not really interested. I'm looking at the safety of your children, right?
I completely understand that.
So you're allowing your children to be driven around by him. He shouldn't be driving. You could be driving, you'd be legal then, wouldn't you, apart from the lack of child seats. So you are going to have to make an alternative arrangement because of seizing the vehicle, because it's been used by a disqualified driver, therefore hasn't got a licence, hasn't got insurance. Oh yeah, no, you could have a chat with it.
While he waits for the recovery, Jim inspects the car.
I'm a bit suspicious of this one, you know. That is where the ST badge is. They've debadged it, so they've took the badge off the boot, and they've also took the ST badge off the front grille here. But you can still see where it used to be. So I'm going to have a wild guess that this is going to turn out to be a stolen car. NA Oscar Tango 37.
Although I'm not a stolen vehicle identification officer, I've always been really into cars, so I know where to look for identity. I know where the stamps should be, I know where stickers should be.
I'm not happy that this vehicle is what it's saying it is, i.e. this Focus Titanium X in yellow. This is a yellowy, orange coloured car, but to me, this is a Ford Focus ST, and I think it's 5 years newer than what it's showing. Can we put a hold on this vehicle so that they can't get this vehicle back until it's had a proper vehicle examination to verify its identity? I say, in my opinion, it's not what it says it is.
Jim checks the car's VIN, the vehicle identification number.
So when they basically change the identity of cars, if they go to a different level to just swapping the number plates, they'll swap the visible VIN stickers. So they'll change the one in the window, which has been changed, and they'll change this sticker here. That's going to be the sticker that they buy as part of a kit when they clone these vehicles, along with the visible VIN. But what they've failed to do is change the tyre pressure sticker, which is just above the door latch here, basically, which is still showing as Focus ST. So they've done half a job.
While the driver is free to go, his suspected stolen car will be examined back at the police station.
He may be unaware of its origins, he might be, and it's how are we going to be able to prove that? The car itself was a bit of an unusual clone. Maybe to them one yellow Focus is similar to another yellow Focus, but obviously once you know your cars and your model years, you know, you spot these little things.
Each year, more than 1,000 deaths and serious injuries are caused by disqualified or unlicensed drivers.
It's important to get disqualified drivers off the road because they're a risk to everyone that's out there. These people just don't care. You know, in my mind, it's just selfishness. They just want to get away. They don't care what damage they cause or who they hurt.
In this episode,
Pull up to a set of traffic lights, through on red.
the man who twice failed to stop for officers,
Yeah, straight through red lights towards town.
pleaded guilty to dangerous, disqualified and uninsured driving, failing to stop for the police, and failing to provide drug and alcohol tests. He was sent to prison for a year and received a further 42 months driving ban. The underage, unlicensed driver caught 50 miles an hour over the limit, and his father, who claimed to be having a heart attack, returned to be charged a few months later.
Fella, stop it. You're getting charged. This goes away.
After recovering from yet another medical episode,
Nobody faints and holds the drink.
the father was reported to court for allowing his son to drive while unlicensed and uninsured.
Yeah, your blood pressure is good. What's the matter?
I don't know. My feet very bad.
And after the son, who also suddenly felt unwell, recovered,
What's up on my son? What's up on my son?
he was charged to appear at youth court.
Why not? His dad's not going in a cell either.
Both men failed to appear at court, and a warrant has been issued for their arrest. No action was taken against them for any theft offences, and their car and goods were returned.
You got a licence? No. You're disqualified, aren't you? Yeah. All right. Just jump in there then.
And the disqualified driver, who was caught on a day out with his partner and children, received a 14-week suspended sentence. The Focus ST was a clone, and the car has been returned to the insurance company.
And there's more Traffic Cops next Monday at 8. It's the hot gadget everyone can't get enough of, except you. Brand new this Wednesday at 8, air fryers. Do you know what you're missing? Next tonight, seconds after a collision, the patient journey from highway to helicopter to hospital. A&E crash scene emergency is brand new after the break.
Damage, damage.
Don't do that! Stay still!
Derbyshire Traffic Cops.
It does have warning markers for potential firearms.
Turn over! You're under arrest. Intent to supply Class A drug.
Police 1,000 square miles.
It's a crash.
You got any other injury other than your head?
With some of the UK's most dangerous roads.
How nobody's been killed out of this, I don't know.
Do you know how fast you were going?
It's scary when stuff like this happens.
In life and death situations.
Get on the ground, you'll be tasered! We've got runners. Face down. Yes, successful sting.
Around every corner.
Great acting, mate.
There's a new challenge for the Traffic Cops.
Step out of the vehicle now!
Stay there!
Stop grabbing me like that!
Crash.
Coming up.
Dog! Stay still!
Policing Derbyshire's fastest roads.
We got it.
3-1. Sir, decamp.
Targeting travelling criminals.
Balaclava.
High-resolution TVs.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Protecting lives.
Listen, mate, I don't want you going down and getting knocked over.
And keeping the highways moving.
How on earth has that ended up there?
All mobile units, be aware, this vehicle is known for several thefts from lorries in the area on different counties as well as ourselves.
Derbyshire's fast roads cut through the middle of the country.
Local units, be aware, this vehicle is known to be a spotter involved in other thefts in vehicles up and around the county.
Leicester have shouted as the vehicle's done an offence on them and he's going up the motorway.
For PC Mark White and the Traffic Cops, it means travelling criminals are often on their patch.
So there has been a theft from a truck at the services earlier on this evening. I think Leicestershire have also had a similar offence taken place on them. And what has happened is that vehicle has hit further down in Nottingham. Nottingham are plotting up and looking for it, and they've just requested our assistance, so we're currently trying to look for it. A Sprinter box van is what we're looking for, but it's on clone plates.
Somebody ever got any Oscar Tango units, please, that can start making the way M1 northbound?
And there go Knox.
We are behind it now. Got no BRM.
With Nottinghamshire officers tailing the suspects, Mark falls in behind.
They believe the clone vehicle's just ahead of us.
They call it lane 2, speed 5 with fast junction.
We're just going to wait to see how many Notts and Derbyshire units we've got available.
Still lane 1, speed 5. Little marked car. I'll try and come past you and have a look.
It's got no rear VRM, so I think they're just trying to get an unmarked car to go ahead of it to see if it is the cloned vehicle from the front plate.
6 units from 2 police forces close in on the suspect van.
Near side indication, into services. Continue towards the petrol station.
straight through, back onto the M1. May now be aware of our presence. We've got marked vehicles. 10 Alpine stop, it's gone around. One of the marked vehicles, it's been lifted up.
Well, there we go. Apart from the truck that nearly messed us up, I'm guessing this is definitely now going to be the vehicle.
Yeah, vehicle's saying spot now, it's in lane 1, 5-6 miles an hour. It's throwing something out the window, across the lane 2, the one vehicle in front, and lane 3, 5 miles an hour.
There's more being ejected from the near side window.
Yeah, it looked like a package.
Officer 01, pursuit is authorised, lead vehicle, keeping up David commentary.
Foxtrot 1-2 knots, we've managed to get in front of it, we're just trying to bring the speed down. Yeah, not. Let's try and use this heavy if we can.
Officers try to box in the suspect van using a truck just ahead of it.
Vehicle remains lane 1. It's behind a HGV, 6-0 and slowing. DRA remains low at this time. So far?
So far.
We've got knots parallel, one AOV behind. It's currently penned in behind HGV on lane 1. No danger to any of the road users. DRA remains low at this time.
Yeah, it's made contact with that. We got it.
Abandoning the van in the middle of the motorway, 2 men flee on foot.
3-1. So, decamp. Have we got MPath? Straight up! Dog! Stay still! It's going straight up, mate! Straight up!
The dog is loose, dog's loose.
You might hear a lot of screaming and a very good Notts police dog doing its job.
Everyone that's seen this runner, tell me she's got tabard on, I believe taking tabard in the wooded area.
Oh, they got one? I think they got one.
One of the suspects is captured.
Very quickly, could you arrange transport to meet Notts? We'll come to the top of the exit slip.
But a second man is still on the run.
Yeah, Notts drone is up.
There's a heat source. It's not moving, it looks like it could potentially be in bushes.
When you said they've thrown something, that was a bottle, and then the second thing that came out was a vape.
Ah, that's really weird. I must admit, I did think it was a package.
That is a cloned vehicle that's been involved in 2 thefts, one on Leicester, one ourselves earlier.
The next one ran further up the M1 about 30-40 metres and gone up the banking, probably into the housing estate.
Have you seen the TVs in the back of it?
That's me.
No, that's you. A load of high-resolution TVs.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So what's happening now is vehicle has been removed off the motorway for recovery. That'll be recovered, and then in the morning we'll be able to go and have a look at all the TVs, make sure they are the ones from the stolen. One suspect's been arrested. He's on his way into custody. And then hopefully we'll be able to reopen the motorway soon, as soon as the dog handler comes back from his trek through the field.
A second suspect is still being hunted by police.
Very happy with the result. No damage to any police vehicles other than the Notts one. One offended, all property recovered. One cloned vehicle back off the road again, which will inevitably turn out to be stolen. So yeah, for us, it's quite a good day.
Coming up,
Call, watch out.
a pedestrian in a live lane on a fast road.
Calm down.
No shots in my face.
And travelling criminals under arrest.
You're the one who's in cuffs going to custody, mate. In a stolen van.
And they show all Oscar Romeo units.
A suspect truck using false plates is heading south into Derbyshire.
The plan today is just to get it on its way down. We've got a good idea when it's going to turn up, and it's a disruption for them.
PC Jim Payne targets organised gangs who use fast roads to commit crime.
This is pretty much their full-time job, and they'll be out night after night, up and down the motorway, hitting targets, whether it be service stations, industrial estates.
And from Oscar Romeo Victor 1, you've got 2 units holding on the roundabout.
Road crime officer Nick Lovett is also looking for the suspect van.
In Derbyshire, we've got quite a few major arterial routes. We've got the A38, the A50, obviously the M1 corridor that runs through. A lot of the vehicles involved in the criminality do use the M1, so will travel through our county.
If we see the law, we're looking at stopping it on its southbound route. Obviously, the downside to that is we're fairly confident that it's going to end up being empty. And if we wait, till it comes back north, we don't know when it's going to come back. We may be busy with something else, or we may totally miss it. It may have swapped its plates by then.
Hello, I'm behind the Mercedes.
Oh, behind it.
I'm on southbound.
PC John Terry is ahead and tailing the suspects.
Future committed, south.
They're not going to be able to fill that particular van up tonight with stolen property, so somebody somewhere isn't going to get the load stolen or the premises burgled.
Given the size of the vehicle, I have concerns. I'd like to consider impasse. We're lane 2 of 4, traffic's light, visibility is good. I presume it will be aware of my presence because I was sat on the hard shoulder.
3-7, just behind you, John.
We're on a fast road on a network, it's dark, it's part of our training, you have to formulate a plan of how you're going to stop something safely. So it was all about positioning people where we needed them.
It's a larger vehicle than our vehicles, and obviously it can cause a lot of damage trying to break out of any sort of block that we try and put on, so we're just trying to devise what we're going to do, what sort of plan, whether we can get a helicopter above it.
JT, give us the call out, mate, when you are adjacent with the on-slip.
Yes.
Biggest dilemma is, do we stop it on its way and prevent crime, which is ultimately what we are here for, or do we allow it to travel through us and report it to neighbouring forces for them to stop it whilst it's in the act?
The vehicle still remains lane 1.
But at the end of the day, prevention of crime is the main key feature for us.
Max lane 1, first speed 70, traffic's still light.
John, I'll go and go past, have a look at the driver, and then I'll probably just come off and rejoin behind so it doesn't get too suspicious.
Yes.
Jim's driving an unmarked police car.
What I could see, the driver appeared that he was wearing maybe a blue T-shirt with a yellow high-vis.
Thank you. Vehicle is now adjacent to the entry slip. Moves to lane 2, speed 70.
As John tails the suspect van,
So we've just committed onto the carriageway.
Nick's racing to catch up.
Some near side indication into the services. Potential beta testers. We'll go straight through. Just stand by.
We're with you, JT.
Yes. Taking the road through. Stand by. If someone goes round to the exit to block it coming out.
These people travelling in these kind of vehicles really don't want to be stopped. The risk is elevated if they have a stolen load on the back because they're prepared to take more risk.
You can go for it here if you want.
At that point, I have no idea who's in the vehicle, what weapons they're carrying, if any, or what their intentions are.
Hold on to me. Right. Watch his jacket. Alright, mate, I'm following you, aren't I? How long have you been following us?
The two suspects are split up for questioning.
Yeah, vehicle stopped in the car park. Find contact with the salvage vehicle driver.
Alright, mate, where do you think I'm going to go?
Don't know, mate. I've never met you before, have I?
I've seen you plenty of times.
Have you?
Actually. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Hey?
You're a
Doesn't
fan,
matter.
weren't you?
Don't pull away.
I'm sat in the
Pull
car.
Don't pull away.
What are you doing?
Don't pull away.
Why?
Because I don't know what you're doing.
I'm
I don't.
handcuffed. I'm sat in the car.
Yeah?
What do you mean?
Don't
You sat-
pull away from me.
What for? Why you sat grabbing me?
You just have to keep control, not let them have control of the situation, and just be firm. Okay, just stand there for me while we give you a search. Anything on you you shouldn't have.
Check.
So have you got an exhibit bag that we can just put a load of stuff in? I think I.
There you go.
Excuse me.
What, just for property or something?
Yeah, just property. There's balaclava. That might need to come.
Yeah, I'm going to go through something stolen from West Yorkshire.
Yeah, received. Managed to get the chassis number off it. It's come back as a stolen vehicle from West Yorkshire.
You're the one who's in cuffs going to custody, mate. In a stolen van.
Oh yeah. Put against yourself. Should be a drug swine for you then?
The driver found in possession of a small amount of Class A controlled drugs, which we believe to be cocaine.
Open your mouth for us, mate.
I know him.
Oh, do you?
I know the passenger. Yeah, I don't know how, but I do, and he knows me very well.
How does he? Lower the lower the thing.
There you are. Well, that's the first bit done. Yeah, it's empty.
Well, they've removed the airbag.
Stuck the airbag out of it.
Yeah. So I don't know what's in the back of here, mate. But there's no airbag.
I don't know why they bother doing that. Unless you're planning on not wanting it going off in a collision. When John's gone straight to him, he's got the canistello actually in his hand, and it looks like they were going to be drinking probably all the way down to wherever they were heading to, because there's a box of it on the front passenger seat. But at the minute, obviously we stopped them a little bit too early. This is blown under the limit, and obviously we've got an empty van. But recovered a stolen vehicle.
Vehicles on clone plates, stolen clone plates. The vehicle was intending to travel to an unknown location that we won't know, but they will have done. Steal a load from a vehicle and then travel back to the West Yorkshire area. That is what I believe this vehicle was doing tonight.
Running the length of the county, the M1 is Derbyshire's busiest fast road and the perfect escape route for a quick getaway.
I think it's a lorry driver that might be the informant. I think there's a suggestion he's got people trying to nick fuel from his lorry that's parked up in a lay-by.
PC Matt Cooling is responding to a theft in progress close to the motorway.
We'll always get reports of fuel being stolen. Obviously the price of it at the minute, it's obviously an attractive thing for people. These types of criminals can be very unpredictable. You know, often they are tooled up, and often, you know, when they are disturbed or confronted, they'll probably offer violence, you know, in an attempt to get away. Some suggestion that there's been no noises for the last couple of minutes, so it might be that they've already gone by the time we get there, but we're going to go straight to the location first, see if there's anyone knocking about, and then we'll probably span out from there. I think these people see it as their sort of job. You know, they're probably at it, you know, 3 or 4 times a week, and obviously there's huge profits if they're successful in stealing, you know, from HGVs. And I take a search. I think I'm stage 6 with it. Yeah, it is the right one. Then I'm stage 6. I'm just knocking on cab now to speak to the driver, just bear with us. Morning. How you doing, mate? All right? What's the crack then, mate? You've heard some noises?
Yeah. I've heard someone come out and I have come out, I heard them run away.
Right, okay.
The fuel cap was open and
Yeah.
someone was basically just,
Have you had some fuel stolen then?
Yeah.
How many? Do you know how much?
No, I don't know how much.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you checked your fuel? Have you checked your fuel gauge?
Yeah, it's gone down about half a tank. Basically, yeah.
And was it full then? It
Yeah.
what? So you've lost about half a tank then?
Yeah.
So how many
the fuel
litres?
cap was actually open and unlocked.
Right. How many litres of fuel then?
So
if you've lost half a tank then?
probably at least 100 litres or so.
Right. Okay. Because I didn't see any spillages, mate, on the other side.
Around £200 of fuel has been stolen.
Right.
It's unlocked.
How's it locked? Is there a key?
Yeah.
All right. Right. Okay. It's not damaged then.
No.
But they've somehow unlocked it then.
Yeah, when I was on the phone to your dispatcher person, I said I heard them go.
Right. Okay. Which way did they go?
That way, because I had the curtain open.
Yeah.
So I would have seen them if they went that way.
Right. Okay.
They went that way.
The thieves made off towards the M1.
It's not the sort of thing that you can just carry away by hand. It's likely that that'll have gone into various different sort of jerry cans maybe or bottles and into a vehicle to drive away.
We've come from like Renishire up that way. We've not really seen our mates.
Right.
There's no top road.
All right, mate. We'll be about then, mate. If you get the details, if find someone, lock them up then. I'll leave my colleagues here to get some details for the crime report.
Yep.
Obviously, I've got a lad down there in a plain car that's having a look. I'm going to go down there myself if that's the direction they've gone.
Yeah.
You've definitely not heard a vehicle or anything then?
100% not heard of it.
No, but to nick 100 litres.
They could have parked down there.
Yeah,
And
like further
like
down.
I said on the phone call.
Yeah.
It was taking about 20 minutes or so. And then, I thought I'd phone it in just in case, because I thought it was the trees initially.
Yeah.
But then I actually heard someone jumping down and I heard someone talking. That's when I made the phone call.
Yeah, but at the minute, mate, there's very limited, obviously, what we can go on, other than us finding and stopping vehicles and hopefully find it full of fuel. So I'll carry on doing that and I'll leave you with these lads to get all your details.
Oh, no problem.
All right,
Thank you
thanks
very much.
You're
Cheers.
welcome.
Thank you.
The nicking fuel, a matter of feet from the driver that's asleep in his cab, and sometimes they're not the quietest at doing these sorts of things. And I think it is pretty brazen. From speaking to the driver, the offenders have sort of made off, back down the lay-by, but unfortunately you can't say whether they've got into a vehicle or just made off on foot. But realistically, from what he's saying, they've nicked 100 litres of fuel at least, and there's no way you can sort of carry that around. So I suspect that'll have gone into a vehicle.
Coming up,
Carl, watch out, it's coming over.
a pedestrian putting lives at risk.
Right, mate, you're on the A38. It's night time. Listen, you're going to kill yourself, aren't you? Running in front of the cars.
How on earth has that ended up there?
And losing control in the fast lane.
It's a danger, and it could come off either way. It caused an accident.
Hello, we've got an Elps Mobile A38 for a male walking the road.
Hello, it's Katanga 3-1. Southbound, entry slip, clear.
PC Mark White is on patrol near Derby.
This male was reportedly laid on the carriageway on the entrance slip, southbound.
A pedestrian is reportedly straying onto the A38,
Control from NAS Katanga 3-1.
one of the county's fastest roads.
Good morning. You had a HO unit that's seen a male bottom of the southbound entry slip. Yeah, I don't know how close you are. Can you come and afford us some protection, please? This male's now running down the carriageway on the bend. Yeah, 2-4. And I've got this male. He was laid down in the bushes. He's now ran off. Could you just get highways just initially to put a block on just past the south exit slip? I'm on that blind bend. I'm just afforded no protection in the plain car. going on? Mate, it's the police dude.
Leave me alone.
Mate, I can't leave you alone when you're here, fella.
No.
Mate, what's going on? Listen, I'm here to help you.
Please,
Mate,
just leave me alone.
mate, listen. Fella, listen, mate, I don't want you going down and getting knocked over.
Just leave me alone. Leave me alone.
An A31. Got a very agitated male now walking on the southbound carriageway. I see one male, tracksuit bottoms, t-shirt, zipped up top. He's not very happy. I'll wait till another unit gets here because I think we're going to end up having a bit of a roll around on 38. Currently walking southbound towards Ripley Junction, mate. No. You want to talk? Turn around and talk. Don't walk away. Mate, what's going on? Mate, nobody wants to fight with you, do they? It's Katanga 3-1. I'm going to preempt this. You see if local have got a van. I reckon we're going to end up getting hands-on and probably rolling around the A38 at some point, aren't we? Call, watch out, it's coming over. He's now back on the southbound carriageway, walking very slowly just in front of us. He's not made a beeline other than that, so I don't know if you want to push past him, we'll just try and pincer him and... Sweet. Stu, if you just push forward and hold these where we are.
Other units are blocking traffic on both sides of the carriageway.
Behave yourself.
I haven't even done nothing
Listen,
wrong.
listen,
I'm walking to Derby.
listen.
I'm walking to Derby. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Right, mate, you're on the A38. It's night time.
Listen,
you're going to kill yourself, aren't you? Running in front of cars.
Trying to walk to my home city. I have done nothing wrong.
Where's home city, mate?
Derby City.
We can't walk down A38, can you?
I've got no other way of getting home. Show me how you go.
A bus, car.
I haven't got a car.
Stop shouting.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Not shouting in my face.
Billy Big.
Yeah, man.
Billy Big.
Well, like, it means
Do you know who I am, yeah?
Yeah, do I am?
Do you know who I am?
No, that's why I'm not bothered about.
Yeah, that's why you're not bothered about me.
Just
You
bend this
tried
off.
to run me over.
Listen,
I
listen.
didn't do anything.
Listen.
Other than you tried to run me over.
Brilliant,
I've done nothing wrong.
Right, mate, at this moment in time, okay, we're arresting you on suspicion of causing a danger to road users. You don't have to say anything to me.
I am not doing nothing. I've not got no reason.
Evidence that you're running in front of cars and putting yourself at risk.
No, you tried to run me over by overtaking me. I want to go to my own city where I feel comfortable. Because I've done nothing wrong and you're trying to arrest me for nothing.
Try to stop you getting killed.
You're all a bunch of idiots. What? I've not even done anything wrong. All right.
That was your issue because you banged your head.
No.
Listen. Right, that is not listening because you're just shouting and you're talking over us.
I was walking towards the city, I know.
Right.
And you lot are arresting me. I've done nothing wrong.
Listen, chap, if you're going to behave, we'll sit you back up.
Do you want to sit and talk to us and we'll sit
Listen,
you up?
If you want to fight, let's go.
No,
bro.
no one's
I'm
saying
not
that, are
bothered.
we? Talk to us then. Stop shouting
Oh, look
and
what-
we can help you.
This is not how it works, bro.
Tell us about it then.
Listen.
Local officers arrive to take the man off the dual carriageway.
I've got a little bit of bud in my pocket, that's it.
It's been searched, yeah. He's got a tiny amount of cannabis in his backy, and that's about it, really.
Okay. Happy just to get him in the van and go? Yeah.
Yeah. We could just go to custody, can't he? Yeah.
The man's being detained for his own welfare
Trying to help you.
and for the safety of drivers using the A38.
His health and his mental well-being come above what is ultimately just a traffic offence, really. The best place of safety for him is going to be the hospital, which is where he's been taken to. Let's go for A38, shall we?
Tango 24, receiving an A. Able to start making your way, please, to RTC.
Been reported as a single vehicle RTC. Essentially, that vehicle has collided with a central reservation barrier. How or why that's happened, I don't know until I get there.
PC Martin Carter is being dispatched to one of Derby's busiest commuter routes.
I'm being sent purely because it's on a fast road, I assume. It's not been reported as any injuries, it's damage only, but because it's on a fast road, we obviously carry more equipment and are trained with dealing with incidents on fast roads, whereas local cops aren't. So that's why I've been asked, and I'm probably the closest traffic unit. Oh, here's a builder for traffic. Oh dear. How on earth has that ended up there? He's going to chuck some cones out. It's obviously a dangerous place where nobody wants to be. Could come off the central reservation if it rolls. I then don't want it rolling into oncoming traffic and causing a head-on collision with somebody else. Is it your car?
Yeah. Well, it was.
What happened?
Come up here, I looked down and clipped the curb just down there, then come sort of sideways. And the back end, you see what that lamppost is with a big bush sticking out?
Yeah.
Hit that, and it took the back wheel off. The zoom is that over there. Then it stopped there.
Okay. It's a very busy road. There's never not traffic on it. And the reason the speed camera's on there is because people tend to travel quite fast on it. Such an odd place to end up, isn't it? So it's seeing that the driver of the car wasn't paying attention. He's clipped the curb, but as you can see from the makeup of the pavement, as he's clipped the curb, he's ridden up the curb, and then he's become beached on top of that curb in a very precarious position. You obviously can't see it because it's dead dangerous where it is, and it could fall into that other lane. So I've asked for someone else to come to give us some cover on that side of the road. But in the meantime, pending recovery, I'm closing this section because I don't want people driving past it. All right. Have you got the key?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm not looking at prosecuting you for anything. There is obviously the aspect of due care.
Yeah.
Because nobody else has crashed.
I come round here and I must have looked to the left or something. And
yeah. But if I weigh it up on proportionality, nobody's been injured. No other vehicles have been damaged. There's a bit of minor traffic issues. That's it. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Cheers.
All right. Take it easy. See ya. I could have reported him for driving without due care and attention. Would that made any more of a difference than the emotional impact that he's already experienced from having a collision and having that fear of potentially injuring himself and somebody else? I think that's impactful enough to hopefully change his habits and his opinions on driving, and he'll pay more attention in future. Provided the breath test, it was 0, so there's no alcohol in his system. So at the minute, it's purely pending recovery for this vehicle. It's causing obstruction, it's a distraction to other road users, and because it's balancing in a precarious position, it's a danger, and it could come off either way and cause an accident, which is what we want to avoid. So you always get someone that wants to shout, "You can't park there, sir." No, he can't park here, but unfortunately, he's had a bit of a bump, and he can't drive it away. I've got people driving past, literally holding the mobile phones out the window to film it, videoing it, laughing it. And whilst it might be an unusual thing to see, they should be concentrating on their own driving and not committing offences themselves, because they're putting themselves and other road users at risk.
Hello?
Coming up,
I didn't believe it.
a driver ignoring the law in the fast lane
When I put the follow me board up, did you not understand that?
is in danger of losing his vehicle.
I'm on Entry Slip Road, A29.
On the M1, PC Jim Payne's on patrol in an unmarked car.
Everybody is all behaving themselves in lane 1 and 2. It's as if they know. So I'm sitting just off the M1 motorway.
Attention. P&C action.
I'm going to have a look for that then. Not been there too long, and then the vehicle's just it up.
34.
It's got a marker against it stating that the driver of the vehicle is driving with no insurance. We can't just put the blue lights on because we don't want people stopping in a live lane. So we'll try and get them off at certain points, either into motorway service areas or exit slip roads.
Jim activates his onboard follow me sign.
Seems to be getting the message, doesn't it? It doesn't say follow me and slow down, does it? Hello? Jesus Christ. Oh, I didn't believe it. We'll wait for them to come back out. They're not going to avoid me. I always knew I was going to be the police officer. Majority of the time, I enjoy it. It's a rewarding job. It can also be frustrating, and he's not got insurance. That's my concern. Can I sit here? Right.
Finally, the vehicle is now following behind Jim off the motorway.
Attention. P&C action. Attention. P&C action.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Okay. When I put the follow me board up, did you not understand that?
Yeah, I later saw it because I'm just seeing it's normal car I'm seeing.
But with blue lights,
But that's
that says
I later
follow
noticed,
me.
like you said I should follow you. That's why I'm trying to calm
Yeah.
down.
The main thing is we're here now, we've got you here. I have to give you the police caution, which is that you don't have to say anything to harm your defence if you do not mention now something which you later rely on in court. So the vehicle that's hit up is showing as not being insured. What insurance and what type of driving licence have you got?
I'm going to church. That's why I was in order not to pick my driver's license with me.
Right, okay. So you haven't got your driving licence with you?
It's not here with me, but I
Okay.
have before.
What type of a driving licence
I have
is
my
it?
international driver's license.
An international driving licence?
Yes.
What about your proper driving licence?
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
You're still working on it?
Yeah,
Listen, an international driving licence is nothing.
Okay.
Have you got the driving licence of the country that you pass your test in?
No, I was told I can use my driver's license until my international driver's license until I got mine.
No, if you've got it, what country are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Nigeria. So have you got your Nigerian driving licence
Yes,
with you?
I have it.
Where's that?
Yeah, I'm not here with it. But
So you can't produce me your Nigerian driving licence?
No, I can. I can. I forgot it at home because I'm rushing down to church. But I have the photo with me.
Right, okay.
I have the photo.
And how long have you been in the UK for?
I am just clocking 1 year now.
So is it more than 1 year or less than
No,
1 year?
I'm just-
Because obviously I'm going to check with immigration
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
just-
will tell me when you come into the country.
Yeah, I came in the country August last year.
So it's more than a year then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't drive, even on your Nigerian licence, you cannot drive in this country now.
Yeah, what I had and what I was told is I can use my Nigerian driver's license.
Yeah. When you come into this country, okay, you're allowed to drive on your Nigerian driving licence for 12 months. And that's to enable you to have sufficient time to get your UK driving licence. Okay. After 12 months, if you haven't got your UK driving licence, you've got no entitlement to drive here. What about insurance? Have you got some insurance you can produce to me?
I insured my car with a boom.
Have you got something on your phone to show evidence of having some insurance? You try and find me your insurance then for me to look at. Have you found anything on your phone yet about your insurance?
Yeah, I'm finding it difficult to...
Yeah. So if you have an accident, how can you give anybody your insurance details? Because you don't know them, have you? You can't show me any.
Yes, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to find it, but I'm just...
I think you need to be finding somebody to come and pick you all up, because this car is going to get seized, okay? Because you haven't got a valid driving licence to drive in the UK now, and it doesn't appear that you've got any insurance either, okay? Yeah. But until you sort your driving licence out, you just can't drive. And this sort of thing, you know, will keep happening until a court disqualifies you from driving.
ANPR does part of the job for us. That will potentially identify the vehicle, but then it's down to old-fashioned policing.
Facing a day in court for driving uninsured with no licence, it's now a taxi ride home for the man and his family.
Fast roads can be quite a daunting place to be, especially when you're trying to manage other people. They'll wander about the carriageway, wander into traffic, not being observant.
We spend a lot of time on these roads. They are the arterial routes that from the north to the south of the county. Criminals, will use these sorts of roads. They're quite fast roads to get from A to B, and also they can blend in with the density of the traffic then. It is a high-risk environment to work in on a motorway or a dual carriageway, simply because of the volume of traffic that we're having to contend with, and also the speeds that are involved. Vehicles travelling up to 70 miles an hour, if not faster. I think the most danger that I face day to day is dealing with traffic on fast roads.
In this episode,
We got it.
the suspect caught on the M1
Stay still! It's going straight up, mate. Straight up, straight up.
in connection with a van full of stolen television sets.
A load of high-resolution TVs.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Is under investigation while police await the results of forensic tests.
So yeah, for us, it's quite a good day.
One of the men arrested in a stolen van at a motorway service station
It's come back as a stolen vehicle from West Yorkshire.
pleaded guilty to driving with no insurance whilst disqualified and to possession of cocaine.
So drugs were for you then?
He was fined over £350,
When John's gone straight to him, he's got the canistello actually in his hand.
received a 2-month suspended prison sentence and had 6 points added to his driver's licence.
That is a cloned vehicle that's been involved in 2 thefts. One on Leicester, one ourselves earlier.
Police also suspect he was involved in the theft of the load full of televisions.
Don't pull away. Don't pull away.
Why?
Because I don't know what you're doing.
A second suspect is currently released under investigation while police continue their inquiries.
You're the one who's in cuffs going to custody, mate. In a stolen van.
I thought it was the trees initially.
Yeah.
But then I actually heard someone jumping down and I heard someone talking. That's when I made the phone call.
Yeah. No suspects were found following the theft of £200 worth of fuel from a lorry parked up near the M1.
Which way did they go?
Got a very agitated male now walking on the southbound carriageway.
The man found wandering alongside the A38
I have done nothing wrong.
Where's home city, mate?
Derby City.
We can't walk down A38, can you?
I've got no other way of getting home.
was released from police custody without action
I'm trying to help you.
and taken to hospital for a mental health assessment.
How on earth has that ended up there?
No action was taken against the driver whose car mounted the central reservation of a dual carriageway.
When I put the follow me board up, Did you not understand that?
And the man who had his car towed away from a motorway service station.
I'm going to church, that's why I was in a hurry not to pick my driver's license with me.
Has been reported on summons to court for driving whilst uninsured and unlicensed.
Have you found anything on your phone yet about your insurance?
Yeah, I'm finding it difficult. I'm trying to find it, but I'm just...
I think you need to be finding somebody to come and pick you all up, because this car is going to get seized.
If prosecuted, he faces a minimum of 6 points on his licence and a £300 fine.
Traffic Cops is back next Monday night at 8, over on 5 USA. To New York City for Law and Order. The long-awaited new season has landed. Do not miss it tomorrow at 9. And new next here, the reputation of winding country roads is made clear. Thankfully, the air ambulance speeds to the crash scene emergency. Stay right where you are.